I'm back. So, forgive me that the video cut off like that so abruptly, but as I keep telling y'all that my phone just keep cutting off, right? So what I had to do was I had to go and clear some apps out because it just seemed like that wasn't going. It just getting worse and worse. And the videos was coming up missing. It's like I done spent hours and hours trying to make videos and it ain't been working out. But no weapons formed against me shall prosper. I am going to keep trying to get this message out because there is just as anxious as I am to get it out, there is a force just as anxious for it not to come out. So yeah, I am putting a smoke screen up between me and the portal, and I already did the spiel about I wish for you what you wish for me. So I'll go right into this disclaimer. This channel might not be the channel for you if you have not had some ascension, okay? Meaning that you have seen and did things other than what you used to do. You have ascended to new heights and you see, feel, and taste things differently now. The taste is so sweet now. When it used to be kind of bitter and sour, but you thought it was sweet then. Mm-mm. No, it wasn't. That was the mind games being played on us. Okay. So yeah, we just talked about that 1212 portal, and we just talked about numbers, how numbers are spiritual codes. Okay, it ain't just about adding up money and stuff. The metric system is also about spiritual codes, DNA coding. Uh, yeah. Okay, so they carry frequencies. That's why I keep telling people to be careful with the fact that we won't not fully acknowledge that his calendar, his story, and his dates that he made up for his people to follow is not doing other people uh any justice for real. The people that follow it is just not, because most of the holidays are riddled with expenses, anxiety. It is wow. I be singing and jolly and full of lights and stuff like that, but I told you I be like that all the time because that's how I want to live. The choice, the free will. It makes some people, the holiday times can get some people so lonesome and so down and so suicidal. Okay, that has deeper meaning than what's on the surface. So does the numbers and the creating of those days to be for the rituals, and by us celebrating it also and putting our energy back into it, we are conjuring for them. Okay? So, I ain't gonna go on about that for too much longer, but yeah. Because we gotta move to something else. And this is very, very important. We gotta move to solutions of getting men and women back together, because that is one of the biggest factors of the global healing that Mother Gaia and the people, the dwellers on Mother Gaia needs. We are not evoking the spirit of love. And I'm not even just talking about man and woman love, but that's the heart of it. That's where it begins, with man and woman, yin and yang interaction. That's where it begins. Because if it's nurtured there in that stage, you emit that same nurturing to the people of your household. And then the people of your household, of course, are going to spill out in the community. And so forth and so forth. That's in every household. But the family structure that each individual gets to create, not just the one that they was born into, okay, but the one that you get to create as man and woman. Those evoke the highest vibrational frequency of love. Ooh, sweet, sweet love on the planet. Love is the highest vibration on the planet, and we kicking it off. It's leaving. Oh, it's gone. It's lots of reasons why it's gone. And we gonna tackle through them on this channel. We gonna get through all of them tonight. This morning, rather. It's morning. It's morning. I can't say. Sunlight shines across your sleeping face. Okay, but anyway, back to the seriousness. We have to heal that situation, but the only way to heal it is to understand the root of it from another dimension, because we can clearly see. We can look around us and clearly see on this 3D realm what it's doing. Okay? It's destruction on this realm. But before it destructed right here in this time and on this realm, it was already destructing on another realm, as above, so below. So it already had been being destroyed for centuries, before the likes of it blew up in our faces. Okay? Been brewing. Okay? Yeah. So, right now, we're about to speak about this uh this fight that we're in. I don't know if many of you have heard this before, but really we are warring in the spirit. Okay? This is deep. And it ain't gonna heal down here until we heal the spirit of it all. Okay, and that's what we got to understand it first. Before I can tell you how to heal it, I want to tell you some of the reasons and to make the sense of it all. Okay, because we're about to make some sense of it, about to connect some dots for you and bring it all back around in the circle. The spirit of why we're in the shape we're in is because we have been governed on the planet by what is called a Jezebel spirit. A Jezabel spirit, both male and female have it, and it has been destroying the globe for centuries now. Okay? And that Jezebel spirit leads to mother wounds and father wounds. Okay? The Jezebel spirit leads to the wounding on the planet. The Jezebel spirit and the Jezebel spirit leads to the mother wounding and the father wounding. And those wounds lead to community wounding because the mother and father is the first teacher. So it really doesn't matter if you wasn't nurtured by your maternal and paternal, then you have mother or father wounds. It really doesn't matter if you were nurtured by others. Okay? You could have had the best life that any kid can have, but because of the etheric string that you can't see, a connection on another dimension before you make it to the 3D, that connection is severed if your parents did not nurture you, be it your mother or your father. Okay? If your paternal and your maternal, if they didn't nurture you, then you have a mother or a father wound. And some people are unfortunate enough to have both because they get adopted by two different people. Okay. Some people might say that's fortunate. That part of it is fortunate. But still, the part of creating and not being able to take care of it is more unfortunate. When your natural parents don't nurture you, when they don't code you with their voice, their hugs, their kisses, their rules, their mannerisms, their smells, their intellect, there is a deep, deep, dark hungry beast that lives within you that never got to be fed. That's how it got to be that hungry beast, because it wasn't being fed by the etheric, otherworldly connection that it is and that it needed. So even children that get adopted and live their best life, they getting treated just like all the other kids, they still have something in them that they cannot explain, that's telling them, I'm different, I'm different, I'm different. Something is different, something is different. That is that etheric card pulling and pulling, okay? When that cord is pulling and pulling and tightening and tightening and tightening up on you, it is also coding and restructuring your DNA. Okay? It is making you perform in your daily life differently. It is recoding you to a code that was never meant to be you. Okay? It is decentering you. It's harmful on a biological level and a spiritual realm, not to be encoded by your maternal and your paternal energy. Okay? That is who you are. You are a combination of those two. So by you not being coded by them, did a whole reset on you biologically. Okay? Nurturing sets and unlocks at the same time DNA codes. Okay? Building your signature vibration, your dominant energy. It builds your character and that your frequency, who you are on a regular basis, okay? Emits a certain type of frequency. It emits out into the world a certain type of vibration, okay? Your vibrational output, you attract all of that. You attract all them exact same situations that you've been having some type of feelings and thoughts about. So all of the things that have been happening in your life as you grew older is a result of the wounding because your vibration and everything else was thrown off from the parental wounding that you have, you made bad decisions that you are now going to have to understand and heal yourself from. All of the every last relationship of your past, and I do mean every last one. I mean all of the girlfriends, all the boyfriends, all the playmates, all the best friends, all the all the people that you ended up, you loved them down, you gave them everything, you never wanted them to stop being your friend, you broke your back for them, all those relationships where you kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and you were never getting reciprocity, meaning you were never getting the same amount of energy out of them as you was giving. You should have let them go after you saw a few times is enough. You ain't got to tell me 1,000 times you hate me. And even if you don't say you hate me, your actions gonna show that you don't love me. Love ain't just a four-letter word, people. It's action. It's action. You gotta move it. You gotta move it. Okay? You gotta do things. You gotta do things. Okay? How you heal these wounds is first, you must be activated. Like I just activated you and let you know that if you weren't nurtured by your mother and your father, the paternal and the maternal, if you weren't nurtured by your natural parents, you have wounding. That wounding has went out into the world and created community wounding. We as men and women for centuries now have trickled down the behaviors that we have acquired from living under the Jezzabell spirit. We are warring in the spirit, okay? We gotta learn what it is so we can know what to do, so we can know how to heal it. The Jezzabell spirit don't want no family together, okay? That's what this is all about. It don't want no family together. It don't want nobody happy, okay? It want to keep breaking up marriages. It want to keep breaking up families. It want to keep roaming. It want to keep, along with all the other spirits we're warring with, along with feminism and all that other stuff. I just found out what feminism is a couple of years ago. I could never say I was a part of it because I didn't even know what it was. Okay, that's beyond. I didn't know what that was. Okay, so anyway, back to the future. To heal this, you must first be activated to recognize it. Okay, it changed your DNA when you didn't get nurtured, so you have to recognize that. Reminisce it. Okay, to heal it, you gotta recognize. First, you gotta get activated. I'm activating you right now. I'm telling you. You recognize it. When you recognize it, oh yeah, you recognize it. First of all, if you know your mama, I was raised in the house with my natural mother, and I have mother wounding. She did not nurture me. She's never told me she loved me. She ain't told me she nothing. He didn't hug me. None of that. He did none. I wasn't nurtured. I was beat with cords. I was not nurtured. Okay. So I can say you recognize it, then you reminisce it. You think back on, okay? Not only on the part that you wasn't nurtured, but to heal what's wrong with the men and women of the community, you have to recognize what happened in the childhood, and then you have to reminisce on all the shit, the stuff that you did as an adult. Okay, the relationships that you conjure as an adult, that's what you're going to reminisce on. Okay, why you hung around so long, the men and women relationships, and the girlfriend and girlfriend relationship, and the guy and guy relationship. Okay, because they're all different. Okay, reminisce it, think on it. Ain't nothing they fault, no matter what they did to you. Hear me out. You let them. You stuck around and you let them. If you got a story to tell, more than one bite, if you could smell it on people, now you can. Okay, now maybe you couldn't back then because you was so under the spell too. But now, if you on this channel looking at this, you can smell it on people. You hear me? When you can smell it, the gift of discernment is your best friend. Use it along with your instincts. I got something to read to you about the instincts, but that'll be next after this. Okay. So reminisce it. Reminisce on all them situations that men and women are now using, blaming the other gender. You knew Pookie and Ray Ray was Pookie and Ray Ray. You know, Pookeisha was Pookeisha and Tata and them. You knew that, you knew who they was when you got with them. Quit playing. You knew it. We got to be honest. Reminiscing. Think back. Go back and reparent yourself through them situations. As you sitting up, because you're trying to heal, so you're gonna reminisce. You're gonna think on, oh yeah, when you was with Linda. Oh yeah, when I was with Gail. Oh yeah, when I was with Sharon. Oh yeah, when I was with Andrea. Oh yeah, when I was with Andrea. Oh yeah, think think back on them and think about how you acted in those relationships. What were you doing? How did you play a part? Think about those situations in your head. Heal the part of yourself. This is your healing work. This is your homework. After you think about it, you got to think deep, deep, and you try to work on healing the part of yourself that let that happen to you in all the relationships. The girlfriend and girlfriend, the guy and guy, the man and woman. Because now, as the world is ascending, and those of us who have worked on ourselves are healing and ready to come into union,